Hello all. Today we are going to talk about topic first from MCOM second year's cost audit subject, that is Introduction to Cost Audit. In this topic we will cover the following points, that is meaning. Meaning will elaborate the concept in more detail. Definition, which will provide concrete idea of the term cost audit. Objectives, that will tell us the main purpose behind the cost audit. Thereafter, under scope, we will study which industries or sectors are covered under the preview of cost audit. Applicability will define us the certain criteria to be fulfilled before conducting the audit. Advantages and limitations will tell us the various benefits and various limitations of the cost audit. Thereafter, there will be difference between financial audit and cost audit. Financial audit is concerned with the financial accounts and cost audit is concerned with the cost accounts. After that, we will study the concept of efficiency audit, propriety audit, social audit and system audit. And at last, there is company's cost record and audit rules as per 2014. So in this way, your first topic covers all the necessary information about the cost audit. Which skills are required to be developed by the students with this chapter is the in-depth understanding of basic concepts of cost audit and its applicability in various areas. In various areas, that means in which industries it is applicable. Then what is expected from the student? That is, the students should be capable enough to understand the importance of cost audit for certain kind of industries. Let's move forward to the audit first. Before going towards the cost audit, the student should be able to understand the meaning of audit. As you can see, audit is a typical term concerned with thorough examination of books of accounts and necessary vouchers. Thorough examination, it means it is related with detailed examination of books of accounts and important vouchers or documents to ascertain the accuracy of the accounting transactions. This is the examination of vouchers or books of accounts with a view to find out the accuracy of transactions, that is, whether they are properly recorded in the books of accounts or not, and to report upon the facts regarding its financial operations and results thereof. To report upon the facts, that means whatever is examined, whether it is true or not, or whether the actual position of financial operations and its results are properly recorded or not, and to report thereon. So, the audit is mainly concerned with the thorough examination to ascertain the accuracy and to report upon the facts. Now let us talk about the cost audit. As I said, audit is examination. So cost audit, as per the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, it is a system of audit introduced by Government of India for the review, examination and appraisal of the cost accounting records and attendant information which is required to be maintained by specified industries. Here important thing is review. That means to look at. Examination, that means to check. And appraisal, that means to verify. So cost audit is nothing but it is a thorough examination of cost accounting records which is to be required to be maintained by some kind of industries. Furthermore, to elaborate this in more detail, we can say that cost audit involves an examination of cost books, cost accounts, as well as cost statements and subsidiary and prime documents with a view to satisfying the auditor that this represents to an fair view of the cost of production. So basically, cost audit is an examination of what? It is the examination of cost books, cost accounts, cost statements and other subsidiary documents. And the main purpose behind that is to represent true and fair view of cost of production. Another way we can say that cost audit is a thorough examination of the appropriateness of cost accounting system adopted by the company and the effectiveness of its implementation. So whatever is the cost accounting system which is adopted by the company is fruitful or whether it is effective or not. To trace back to the origin of cost audit, we can see that in India, methods and techniques of cost accounting and audit of cost accounts can be traced back to pre-independence era when a large number of firms were given contracts by the government of India on cost plus basis. The government then started verifying and investigating into the cost structure of such firms. So which have given the cost plus basis contract, they was verified and investigating according to the cost structure of such firms. This trend continued on a large scale during World War II that led to the recognition of cost as a distinct concept not only in India but also in the industrial economies of the world. And this is what the first introduction of cost audit everywhere including India. Now about the Cost and Works Accountant Act. It is established, the Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India was set up in 1944 with the objectives of promoting, regulating and developing the profession of cost accountancy in the country, and later on it was set up as a statutory body. So the Institute of Cost and Works Accountants Act, now it is known as Institute of Cost Accountants of India, was later incorporated as a statutory body by the Act of Parliament in 1959. So we can say that the Cost and Works Accountant Act of 1959. To study the Companies Act 2013, we can see that as per the section 2 subsection 13 of Companies Act 2013, books of accounts includes records maintained in respect of these three things. First is all sums of money received and expended by a company and matters in relation to which the receipts and expenditure take place. So any sum of money received or expended by a company in relation to the matters of receipts or expenditure of the company, as well as all sales and purchases of goods and services by the company. Whatever the sales and purchases the company is doing, all the records of that purchases and sales, and the assets and liabilities of the company. So books of accounts mainly concern with these three types of things. The item of cost is also included in the books of accounts, which are prescribed under section 148 of the Companies Act 2013. So while maintaining the books of accounts, the company or the concern should consider all these matters, these expenses, the receipts, as well as the assets and liabilities and items of cost which are given as per the Companies Act 2013. As we have already discussed, cost audit is concerned with the thorough examination of books of accounts, so it is necessary to understand this. Now we can see about the costing, that is, for conducting the cost audit, we should know about the cost accounting. For conducting the cost audit as well, there is a need to the existence of cost accounts, and with the help of that cost accounts, the cost audit can be conducted. So, cost audit presupposes existence of cost accounts. So, which type of cost accounts are there? There can be material, labor, overheads, utilities accounts, repairs and maintenance accounts, work in progress accounts, etc. And there are many more accounts. All these types of accounts are called as cost accounts, which can be audited by the cost auditor. As well, cost accounting is a process of accounting by which relevant data is collected, then classified, analyzed and interpreted with a view to present current and prospective cost of selected centers for costing. So under cost accounting, we collect the cost. For example, we collect the total cost. We classify the cost. We classify the cost according to the fixed, variable or semi-variable or on other basis, and we charge it to the cost center. So this is about the cost accounting. Now, why such cost accounting or cost audit is necessary? As a mere balance sheet or profit and loss account cannot provide any information about the operations of the company. If you can see, only the profit and loss account or balance sheet cannot show proper position of the company, and hence the cost books or cost records are must. Then the policies of the government are directed towards economic growth, so it is necessary to examine whether the operations of industrial venture is good for the society or not. So, if you have to check the policies of the government, whether the industries are performing it on the good or bad for the society, for that purpose, the audit of certain kinds of industries is must. Then, if we talk about the relevance of cost audit, it is important to understand here. The first is structure of the cost data. Cost information is such information which enables the organization to structure the cost, understand it, and use it for communicating with the stakeholders. So, we can see here that while such cost information or cost audit is necessary, it is necessary that the organization can structure the cost in such a way that it can be used by the company as well as by the stakeholders. Then, assessing organizational performance. Costing is an important tool in assessing organizational performance in terms of shareholder and stakeholder value. If you want to check the organizational performance of one unit with another unit, it is very important, or the costing will provide a very important basis for judging or for evaluating the organizational performances. Then, appraise actual performance. Costing includes product, process, and resource related information covering the functions of the organization and its value chain. Another important thing is that costing includes product, process, and resource related information, which is the main functions of any type of industry or organization and its value chain. So if any organization or industry wants to check its actual performance, they can check it through their costing systems. So on the basis of the cost data, it is enable for the organization to make interfirm comparison or to assess their performance on a regular basis. Understood? Now we are moving forward to the last point, that is relevance of cost audit. Why it is important to certain kind of industries to conduct cost audit on regular basis? There are some points which will reveal the importance of conducting the cost audit. The first point says that true and fair view. So if you want to check whether the cost accounting records are maintained to give a true and fair view of cost of production, its processing, manufacturing and mining of a product. So to check the true and fairness of the processes, production and manufacturing as well as mining of a product, it is important to conduct the cost audit. Second is find out weaknesses. Cost audit helps to find out weaknesses in cost accounting system. For example, inventory valuation. As per the cost accounting system, if any industry or concern has adopted any inventory valuation mechanism, such mechanism is properly working or not, you can check it with the help of conducting the cost audit. Then third, eliminating wastage and inefficiencies. Cost audit helps to drive down cost by detecting wastage and inefficiencies. If any area or any process is such where there is lot of wastage is occurring, and if it is not working expectedly, or if it is not achieving its targets, with the help of cost audit we can check where the wastages are going and why there are such inefficiencies, and we can improve such inefficient areas, and we can control the cost by minimizing the wastage. Then it assists to the government. Cost audit assists to government in helping to formulate tariff and taxation policies. So, if the government want to formulate some tariff and taxation policies, the cost information of some particular basic nature type of industries, it is very important. With the help of that, the government can fix up their tariff rates, and they can also fix up their taxation policies. I hope you have understood some relevance or benefits of cost audit with these 4 points. So thank you very much, my dear friends. I hope you have understood some basic ideology behind the cost audit. In another lecture, we will study other related concepts of cost audit. Thank you. Good luck.